recognize Representative Joe Wilson of South Carolina, who's the ranking member of the Subcommittee on the Middle East, North Africa, and Global Counterterrorism for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Secretary Sherman, it's good to see you. I've enjoyed working with you, promoting our relationship with the European Union. And gosh, who would ever imagine 2 days ago, the European Union, for the first time ever, has agreed to military assistance to President Vladimir Zelensky and the people of Ukraine. And so what an achievement, and I'm so excited. Also, the administration is reportedly in the end stages of negotiating the absurd nuclear deal with Iran. In the past, I've been grateful to work bipartisan with former Chairman Eliot Engel, with Senator Joe Lieberman, to oppose what really turned out to be an insane agreement of providing money to a regime that is the great state sponsor of terrorism, which is such a risk, particularly with our open borders today. Anyone who says this is a return to the 2016 Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action is mistaken. Iran cannot unlearn the technical capacity and knowledge that it has amassed for its violations of JCPOA nuclear limitations over the past few years. It has been enriching uranium at 60% purity. Its stockpile of enriched uranium is many times as that allowed by the limits, and its nuclear research and centrifuge manufacturing have gone beyond the limits. It has violated its commitments to categorically forego certain research and development and enrichment activities. It has never stopped its efforts to develop ICBMs, missiles, which can only to achieve their goal of death to Israel and death to America. With that, in the words of the IAEA Director General Rafael Grossi, quote, "You cannot put the genie back in the bottle. Once you know how to do stuff, you know the Iranian program has grown, become more sophisticated, so the linear return to 2015 is no longer possible," end of quote. Sadly, career State Department employees have sounded the alarm that the Iranian regime may have access to billions of dollars as soon as Monday, as Rob Malley plans to lift sanctions, bypassing Congress. Being that this is a new agreement, is the administration prepared to bring this, and because it is U.S. law, is it prepared to bring this back to Congress for Congress to have a voice in the interest of the American people?
So, Congressman, first of all, we don't know whether there will be a return to compliance by Iran to the JCPOA. I know from my own experience that this is a binary thing. You either get there or you don't, and unless the last piece of the puzzle comes into place, it doesn't happen. We are well aware of the timeline and our concerns about what Iran is doing, and so there is not forever to negotiate. We are, in fact, at a very crucial moment. So we agree with you to that extent. In terms of coming to Congress, this administration is committed to following INARA. And if an agreement requires us to return to Congress to get a review by Congress under INARA, we will do so.
Well, please do. And Secretary Mayor, the $350 million of security assistance this week that I appreciate the President providing, has it been delivered? And gosh, we're so grateful for our allies of Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Romania, Moldova, the adjacent countries, all participating in providing the equipment. What is the status of delivery?
So, Congressman, that's part of a larger package that's already been talked to of the $1 billion. I don't have the specifics, nor would I want to talk to them in this forum about what actually has been delivered, but it's been a constant effort to get these in as expediently as possible, these munitions and other elements of support.
Well, President Vladimir Zelensky has just been such an inspiration to all the countries adjacent to him, and it's so inspiring. Another question I have, I don't know if you can discuss it here, but Harpoon missiles. There is the Black Sea Fleet, and their potential attack on Odessa.
So, Congressman, I think that's something we shouldn't talk about in this forum, but as the Deputy Secretary reinforced, there's no intent for U.S. forces to be engaged with Russian forces.
Well, I don't want us to, I want us to provide the equipment, okay? for the people, for the very courageous and valiant people of Ukraine. And but indeed, we do want the agreement back with Iran, who is not going to follow through, to come to Congress. I yield back.
Gentleman's time